What's up, guys? Aubrey Trades here, coming at you with a weekly trade recap. Not the best for me this week, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did pretty bad. I am at fresh lows on the equity curve, slightly down about $1,455 from recent low of $1,399. So that's pretty terrible, and it's imperative, absolutely imperative, that my next trade, specifically my next OTC trade, is a good one. I really don't want to slip down into this 1,500, 1,600 loss area. It'll be like a new shelf. I don't want that. I need to flatten this equity curve. You know, even if I just trade sideways, like, let me just trade sideways, please. Anyway, so why did this happen? Well, I lost on ETST this week. I'm gonna talk about it quickly. I chased the chat room alert. I'm gonna admit it. Friday, there were so many spikers, and I was starting to feel the FOMO. I missed them. TSOI in particular had a good run. AGGI had a good run here. And then when ETST got called out, I bought the freaking top like a loon. Look at this. Right here. Even after it hit new highs. It was chilling at new highs. And I was like, yeah, now's a good time to get in. What is that? So I ended up selling at 6 for a loss because I'm like, okay, that's enough. You know, I'm down. I'm going to lose $100 here. I can't. I can't just wait for this to clock a new low, see if it bounces. I got to get out, right? And that is what ultimately brought me down this week. Even when we'll go to Trader View here, we can see the dashboard. Here's how the last 5 days have been. I had this good day here on the 8th and then just completely unwound it on September 10th. Most of that coming from ETST, as we just discussed. Now, I'll go over here to Trade View, and we will set the filter from the 6th to the 10th, and we'll go over the biggest losers and the biggest winners. Biggest loser we already went over, and the next two, now, net for net, this is what makes me feel like this week was net positive even though the dollar amount went down, is because this is one bad trade. BBIG and AEHR. These were just trades I took and sized inappropriately on, and they just happened to not work. BBIG, being right over here, you know, buying for the ad. I was looking for the squeeze, and I got stopped out. I was risking low of day. That is where I got taken out, right here at 1091, right where my stop was set. So yeah, you know, it bounced back a little bit, but ultimately this ended up closing down on the day. Oh well, easy come, easy go. AEHR, same idea. Was looking really for this to hit the 12s, so I got in, and I risked risking off a low a day, got stopped out on low a day, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, we won't go over any others because, I mean, look, it's such a difference from down 117 to like a $14 loser, an $11 loser. And my max loss per ticker, by the way, is $20 when it comes to listed. So this is well within the acceptable range of taking a listed loss, right? P&L. Now let's go to the biggest winners. Biggest winners are Lucy and Elas, two OTC trades. Once again, confirming that OTC trades are the best trades that I take when it comes to the dollar wins. Go to 5-minute chart. And this was, you know, this had spiked really good the previous day. This would have been what, on Tuesday? This, you know, this had a good spike run, failed, bounced off of VWAP, and thought, you know, I'll buy the, you know, I wanted to buy the bounce from, you know, people selling the gap, which it didn't gap, but it had this morning spike, and then I got in after the bounce had confirmed itself. got in, sold, not at, very close to the top, so I'm actually not mad at that sell at all. Was well timed. Wasn't expecting a bigger breakout because go out to the 15-minute chart. Look, we are more so on the backside of this move. So played it safe, sold there for the win. And Elis, the other largest winner, which is barely a winner, but it was my overnight play where I was swinging it. And I kind of botched it initially on this day. I bought for the break of new highs and I got faked out, and then I re-entered here for the end of day push, sold sold the morning spike here at 1447. So I missed out on a little bit of spiking here, but whatever. Clearly the better play though was the dip buy. And what makes me more upset about my ETST trade is because I was so distracted with all those other runners that I missed out on this beautiful opportunity that I saw and was prepared for. And even in chat outlined this zone as an important area to hold on a dip if it was going to continue to work. And it did hold, and I could have gotten in, and you could have just held it for the rest of the day and made like an easy 14%. I would have taken that, even though it clearly, it wasn't as a big percent gainer as something like AGGI, which went from the 2s to the 14s. But Elis was the safer play, and I was prepared for it. And this, when you get the chat, when you get the alert in chat and it's already at 8, right? It's like, okay, no, don't do that. The better move is to buy the dip, which this was also a better dip buy than it was for the chase. Look at this. This went, this bounce. Here's the 9s, dips to the 6s, right? This is a VWAP hold. Buy the bounce off the 6/5s, and it bounces to 8, and then makes new highs. Like, oh my goodness. And I actually tried to get a buy order here because this was like, oh my god, this is so bullish. And it just skipped right over my buy. It was crazy. So anyway, so those are the top winners. GSAT, CEI, I don't know, barely worth mentioning because the dollar win wasn't anything. But I guess we can look at it. This is one I could have just let work. I mean, what I bought initially here in the 220s, 230s, right? I ended up getting rid of everything at 228. It looks like this looks like it was a net loss. Oh wait, no, and then so then I re-entered 50 shares here and then sold here at 250 when it was like, okay, I was gonna, because this is probably me getting a little too much size, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, the point is, you could have just done an all-day hold here, sold it in the 270s, plus in the afters, it spiked all the way up to 290s. And then, you had plays on it the next couple of days, 240s to 280s. Not crazy volatile moves, but whatever. And then CEI is one I really was disappointed that I missed because I was playing it back here, right, on Friday and then on Tuesday. And I just completely botched this. I nailed this leg, right? And then I tried to come in for the VWAP hold high at daybreak, but then it just kind of failed into the close. Oh well. But I gave all my gains back on that, and then I didn't get this that well. 193, sold at 101. Okay, big whoop, it's a scalp. 952, 957, okay. Whatever, it's a scalp. And then it goes and breaks out like the next day or two, right? And so I'd ignored it, right? Because I tried a couple times here. I was like, it's whatever, it's whatever. But I should have had a price alert here for this breakout because, oh boy, once it broke out of that, look at this. Ridiculous. Hold on. Come on. There we go. So you buy the pullback here is what you could do. Wait for it to get closer to average price. 106, 145, 154, 166, was the all-time high before the week was over. What? What a missed opportunity. And I'm fine that I was on the right track paying attention to it here, but oh my goodness, I really missed out on that. Oh my goodness. Oh, how crazy. Anyway, and who knows where this continues to go. It's holding good volume, right? It's right up here at this 150's resistance point. 211, I guess, is the next stop to look at. Should probably keep this on my radar. And then other than that, it's going to be, what, 310. Boom. And that's it. That's all we'll talk about. I mean, at this point, look, 5 $3 winners. I don't want to talk about anything in between. That's nothing that interesting, right? Talked about the stuff that matters. That was my weekly trade recap. We'll go look at reports view real quick. Oh, you can see how the week ended up. Let's get rid of the filters, though. You can see the last 30 days. And one thing I'll point out is that the winners are stacking up, right? The losers, kind of also bad. And this, I guess, wow. The 241's my biggest loss day. 232. So this was my third, I don't know. This, I guess, is like, yeah, it's on the bigger size of my losses. I got to cut that out. Be extra careful. So my takeaways is got to be extra careful with the OTC plays. I can't just chase into something like ETST. I can't do that. I gotta only trade the things I have a plan for. The stuff like Lucy, which is not the sexiest OTC that's being watched, but you can, take the low odds bounce plays when they start to heat up again, take the gimmies and just get green. Other thing I want to talk about is like staying profitable. So there's a scenario where, let's say I have this, this day where I'm like, okay, 128, cool, lost 40, whatever. Here I made 82. And then I should have in my mind, okay, I'm up $40 on the week or something. And in my mind, I should be like, I can't lose that $40, right? And so that means, one, be extra careful with the OTC plays you're going to take, because that's really easy to lose $40 on an OTC play. Real freaking easy. So you gotta know that it's something like high odds. It should work immediately if it's going to work. And then two, I think it'll just help me stay green. I just want a green week, man. Like when it comes down to it, I just want to end the week green. So I'm going to sit on my hands coming into Monday. This is what I'm planning. So I'm going to sit on my hands coming into Monday, and I'm just going to wait for the right opportunity to present itself. And I'll take a trade, I'll get green, and then I'll just make that my mission for the rest of the week is just going to be like protect that amount of green. Right? And if I get a good winner, that's like 130, 140, $200 or whatever. Now I got some, I got some some cushion that I can use when I'm taking the trades. So I think if I shift that mentality into like profit preservation and capital preservation, particularly when it comes to the OTC trades, then that might be how I flatten out this equity curve. Now, it's not the end of the world. We didn't slide to a whole new shelf of lows, but this is it's do or die right now. It's really do or die right now. I don't want to see myself slide into the final quadrant of this graph. I don't want to see a 2,500 appear suddenly as the lowest line on this curve. That would really, really suck. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you found value out of this video, please hit the like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing And let me know in the comments below what other type of content you want to see from this channel. I hope you get something out of this. I hope you don't make my mistakes, or if anything, maybe this helps you not make the same mistakes as many times as I may be making them. It's all right. I know I can do this. I understand the patterns. I just need to cut out all of the stupid, impulsive things that are dragging me down. That's it. Just got to cut out the bad habits. Stay focused, stay disciplined. Anyway, good luck, everybody. I will be back with a watch list video tomorrow morning. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.